Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to my channel. My name is Hayat Aminzada. I wish you all Eid Mubarak, and may this Eid al-Fitr bring you many happiness and prosperity in your life. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of Eid al-Fitr in Islam and in Ismailism. When I was a Ismaili, I was always thinking, I had this question in my mind, that if it's not obligatory in Ismailism to fast, then why are we celebrating Eid al-Fitr? And of course I never got an answer for that, and there was no answer for that. Still, Eid al-Fitr is celebrated in Islam, followed by the month of Ramadan. And fasting in the month of Ramadan is one of the most important pillars in Islam. And when a Muslim fasts the whole month, 30 days, then after that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this occasion, this holiday, to celebrate. In Ismailism, it was taught to me that the fasting was only internal fasting, which means having a clean heart, having good intention, and only good deeds throughout the whole year, 365 days a year. Which is also true that the Prophet ﷺ taught us not to have only good deeds and to refrain from bad deeds, but also to refrain from eating and drinking in the month of Ramadan. If one wants to celebrate Eid al-Fitr and pray like the other prayer of the Muslims, he or she is required to fast the month of Ramadan. Coming to the Eid al-Fitr prayer in Ismailism, which is the same as the 5 daily prayers as Muslims, even though Ismaili's prayer is not the same as the Muslim prayer. There is no ruku, there is no qiyam. The Eid al-Fitr prayer is the same as the Muslim prayer, and sometimes that makes you wonder why. In Islam, it is mustahab on a Muslim to recite the Takbirat from the last day of the Ramadan till the day they sight the moon for Shawwal, to recite the Takbirat, which is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. This is supposed to be recited from the day the moon is sighted until the Imam comes to lead the Eid prayer. One of the ruling on the day of Eid al-Fitr is Zakat al-Fitr has to be paid on this day. It was enjoined upon us from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it is required to pay Zakat al-Fitr. Zakat al-Fitr is such an important obligation on Muslims to pay that, which is a charity, and it's usually in Canadian dollars, it's about $10 to $15 per person, per family member. It is required to pay to the poor, and it's such an important obligation on Muslims, and it was not taught in Ismailism to us, and it's still not being taught. There is hadith about the Prophet ﷺ that told us about this issue. That is very important. Some people have the customs and traditions that they go out to the graveyard and remember the death, but it is absolutely not recommended in Islam. Eid al-Fitr is for the person who's living and is supposed to celebrate this day with the relatives and friends by going to the graveyard and making a special day for that. It is absolutely not recommended in Islam. In Islam, it is also prescribed for the one who's going out for the Eid prayer to go out on one route and come back on another. It is a sunnah to take a ghusl, to take a shower and clean yourself before Eid. And it's also sunnah to eat before the Eid al-Fitr, before going to the prayer of Eid al-Fitr, and after Eid al-Adha. It was narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu anhu that the Prophet ﷺ used to go out to Eid prayers, take one route and return from another route. And he was asked, why, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the different routes is because the angels will testify for that person on different routes. Dear brothers and sisters, thank you for watching today's episode about Eid al-Fitr. I hope this will benefit you all. And سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفر الله وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Eid Mubarak.